Miss anything, okay? Good evening, everyone. Tonight is look, I was getting ready to say September. Tonight is January the 9th. I believe tonight is the 9th. And tonight is closeout night. And we are in day 9 of our 90-day run. All right. And we used to sing a song when we were younger, but I'm not tired yet, right? But I've been running and I'm not tired yet. We ain't tired yet. We're just getting started. We're having a whole lot of fun and we are going to change a whole lot of lives. So, because tonight we are talking about content to recruit, I am going to give you 10 hacks tonight to jumpstart your algorithm. I'm going to give you a very private website tonight that is going to take you straight to viral content. And you'll be able to search your niche and find content that is viral. Literally, you'll be able to see all of the intel, right? All of the numbers behind why those videos are viral, right? And you'll be able to study those things as you are building your social media portfolio and profile and your content. And then I am going to start teaching on closing, right? So that we are going to learn how to close and we're going to be able to duplicate this system with our teams so that we create more duplication. How many of you would love to see your sales close by at least 10% more and your entire team close 10% more, right? I know I would, right? And so if we learn to do the same things and have the same language and the same methods, you all would see that we will begin to close a bigger closing rate. Okay, so what I want you all to do, because I'm talking about content to recruit, is I want you to go take a look. Matter of fact, let me just do it over here. Let me see if I don't know that if I put it up. Hold on one second. See if I can find my Instagram. All right. I want to show you and give you an example of, y'all make sure y'all keep letting the people in the room. I want to give you an example of what I mean when we're talking about content to recruit with, okay? When we're looking at content to recruit with, and I'm going to give you some tips that I hope you all know that you can't take it personal. I want to help you grow your social media so that you look better. And I'm going to share some no-nos with you. So where is my reel? Hold on. And I think I have to actually turn the volume. Oh, goodness gracious. My Instagram has been really acting up lately. All right, so let me see. I gotta turn the volume. Oh, come on. That's because I'm on another device. Hold on, y'all. 509. It doesn't like that I'm on another device. I've had my Instagram hacked, so I have a lot of different security measures. Let's turn on the sound so that you can see what I'm talking about, okay? Make sure y'all letting everybody in. When we're talking about content to recruit, we're talking about you selling the story and telling something about yourself. So look at this reel.
Yes, 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 yes.
You get it? So literally, that video was 3 seconds long that I did, but I realized 3 seconds was too short. So what I did was I looped it. Okay, so when I went in to make a reel, I added the video and then I hit edit video. And then and when it says add clips, all I did was add the same video again to make it 6 seconds. So it's just looping your video. And I just want you to see that literally I took a video that I've done before.
Yes, 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 yes.
And what did I do? I sold a result. But in the same time that I sold a result, because we're talking about content to recruit, what did I do? I'm telling a story in my caption about why you can't just tell somebody, get on this call tonight. Why? Because when you're asking someone or inviting someone, because honestly, putting up a post to tell somebody to get on a call really is like a reminder to all of the people that you've already reached out to. That's not, putting up a post is not selling. Putting up a post is just kind of like trying to get somebody's attention. Does that make sense? So now in my caption, I have to tell people the story as to what does this mean? What does this mean with this money going across my screen? Well, from home base hustle to power couple paradise, I retired myself in 2015 and just recently retired my husband in 2021, all thanks to my game-changing, no experience needed $100 a day system. Did y'all see how I kind of worded that? And I would love to thank the power of AI, because AI created that script for me. All I did was type in the AI that I was looking for. Help me write a caption that will go viral. I said, help me write a caption that will go viral. That includes that I work a home-based business. I retired myself in 2015. I retired my husband in 2021. No training, no experience necessary. Training is provided, blah, blah, blah. And that is the script that AI, I only changed one line, because ultimately you're never going to really like everything that they say. But I used AI to create the caption, right? And it even gave me some of those hashtags. And then of course I added a couple of my own. Let me say this while I am talking about hashtags. You want to keep your hashtag count right now no more than 8 hashtags. That is something that has changed very recently through social media, where you want to keep it between 3 to 8 hashtags, but you want to make sure that your hashtags are relevant to what we're actually talking about. Okay. So I retired myself in 2015 and just recently retired my husband in 2021, all thanks to my game-changing, no experience needed, $100 a day system. Now I'm on a mission to empower others to earn an extra $100 a day, providing the ultimate training for success. You see the wording there, right? I'm literally saying this training is going to give you success. Join me in the life-changing revolution and let's unlock your financial freedom together, because I'm suggesting that without this, you're going to keep your financial freedom locked up. Does that make sense? So that's why I wanted you to see what this means when we say content to recruit. Okay. When we're saying y'all got to get your teams on here, they're going to really miss some really great training. Okay. And I mean, I don't need the numbers to be there, but God knows they're going to miss some valuable training. So before the night is over, everyone needs to make sure that they put up a post that, one, let me say this too. When you are posting too much product on your profiles, you are spamming people. And I hope that I can scream. I'm trying to scream this from the rooftops. Too much product I'm seeing on your profiles. You look spammy. And what's going to happen is the algorithm is going to start seeing that that's what you're doing, just spamming with a bunch of product, and you're not doing anything to add value. It's actually called lazy marketing. You're spamming, and what's going to happen is people are going to stop watching you. Should we do things like post a before and after every now and again? Absolutely. Absolutely. But where you put your product pictures is in your stories. Does everybody got that? In your stories. So even when I'm telling you, tell a story in your stories, I saw people that did it as a reel. I don't understand. It's supposed to be in your stories, not as a reel, because you're telling a story in your stories, like the actual stories. That's where you do your video, post some pictures, talk at the end as you're telling a story in your stories. Does everybody understand that? Because if you don't, please ask for clarity while we're here. Put it in the chat if you don't understand what I mean, even though I showed y'all how to do it. It is not a reel, it is a story. Does everybody understand the difference between a reel, a story, and your profile? You need more clarity. Do you know what the stories are, Crystal? You do. So tell me which yes, live also correct. What do you mean by that? I can't, hold on, Rod, I can't hear you. Hold on. I think I locked it because somebody was, hold on.
I'll be quick.
There you go.
I do lives. If I need to cut those out, I can.
No, your lives are fine, but
With the product.
that's fine too. It's the pictures of the product that's like all over people's profiles. That is a no-no. Okay? Stories are exactly this. It's a story. And if you understand the difference between a story, these are your stories. The things that's running up there in those little circles, that's your stories. But this is my profile, where it says your profile picture. This, I don't have pictures of product running all up and down my profile. You see what I'm saying? You don't put pictures of product, your reels, your videos. I don't even leave my live videos on I only leave my reels on there. And that's because my coach told me. But don't put product pictures all over. Product pictures go in your stories. So when you click the plus button, and I'm saying, and you click story, so that you're adding whatever you're adding goes to your stories. And if you're telling a story in your stories, you're actually speaking into the camera first, telling a story like, hey, I've got some pictures that I want you guys to take a look at. So this is what I taught last week. So I don't want to take too much time trying to go back over what I taught last week. You can actually go look at the replay of the videos, because that is telling a story in your stories, not creating a reel. A reel is what I just showed you. When it said, yes, 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 yes. Okay, that's a reel. And your profile is exactly what it is, your profile. So if I go, and I'm gonna show you this because I need to be able to show you so you can see what I'm talking about, right? I'm not, but it's the first person that's coming to my mind. I'm not trying to hurt anyone's feelings, but y'all gotta let me talk so we could get better. When I look at a profile like this and I see product, y'all see what I'm saying? You got to be careful not having like a bunch of products on your profile. You see what I'm saying? No product. You put the pictures of the products in your stories. Does everybody understand what I'm saying now? Occasionally, you do something like a before and after. Especially if you're doing like a throwback Thursday or a transformation Tuesday. But you don't want a bunch of product, because I'm telling you what happens. People don't want to look at you. They kind of like start going right past you. Okay. So posting too much product on your pages or your profile will slow down your algorithm. Now, tell a story to show how others are winning. That's what you do. So if you put up like a content to recruit post and not maybe a reel, yes, of course, you want to put up maybe their before and after, or you want to put up maybe a collage of screenshots where people are showing you that they made $100 a day, $200 a day, and you screenshot those and you make a post about your $100 a day play. All right? You don't want to delete anything ever. You can hide it. But you don't ever want to delete it, because you may want to go back and get those captions, because you will still be able to see it if you hide it, okay? But you got to start cleaning up some of the way that we look, because if you look too salesy, let me help you understand what happens. If you are not adding value and you're only trying to sell, no one wants to purchase from you. So there has to be a way that you add value. So what kind of inspiration do you give to the marketplace? All of your lives also can't be about selling. They sometimes just have to be, hey, I stopped by real quick. Listen, I was reading such and such and such and such, or I listened to this personal development and it totally has me on fire. And I don't know, but maybe somebody's listening to me right now that might need a little boost today. And I was reminded today that, you know what? God has not forgotten you. And even sometimes when you feel like God has forgotten you, I was listening to this personal development, and this is the line that really, really, really shook me up out of the place that I was trying to almost get ready to go in. See what I'm saying? That's adding value. But if every one of your lives is so that you can sell a product, now, should you be making your coffee or drinking your drink to shrink or taking your Elevate? See, all of that, yes, you can do that while you're on your live, taking your CBD oil, eating your candy. Yes, but don't make I didn't say don't do it. I said just don't make every one of your lives sell, 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 sell. Everybody got that? I did not say not to do it. I said don't make every one of them a sales pitch, because then people will stop wanting to get on your lives. And honestly, you kind of want to lead people to ask you questions. So you'll say, well, I wasn't going to talk about that, but since you asked, right? And now a person kind of gives you their permission to talk about it because I wasn't going to talk about it, but since you asked, here we go. Oh, that was my collagen, girl. I was drinking this collagen, or I was using it. I was in pain. I had the shoulder pain, and now I don't because I'm right? But since you asked, you got to be careful. Now, so you're telling a story to show how others are winning. You're telling a story to explain someone else's results. Okay? But we've got to stop spamming with product. Okay? Make your reels. You could do a couple of reels with products. Flood your stories, because believe it or not, lean in. Believe it or not, more people watch your stories than they do your profiles. Just so y'all know that. Okay? And believe it or not, people can watch your stories without you knowing that they watch your stories. So just because the numbers don't really look that high doesn't mean they're not watching your stories. Okay? Just so you know that. But more people watch your stories, and they'll listen to your lives, and they'll watch your reels before they'll watch your post. Picture post really don't go far anymore. I'm trying to tell you, I mean, I done paid $10,000 for training. I might know something, okay? And I'm just trying to tell you. So you want to also make sure that you search hashtags when you're looking at the content to recruit. I am talking specific tonight, because tonight I'm talking about what? Content to recruit. When you're searching hashtags, you want to search hashtags like side hustle ideas, work from home, work from anywhere, stay at home moms, stay at home lifestyle, work from home or work from anywhere, okay? Extra income, or you can even go to Google to ask Google, what are the trending hashtags for work from home ideas? Or what are the trending hashtags for, what do you want to call it? Online sales, or what are the trending hashtags for stay-at-home moms? What are those trending hashtags? So that you are always using 3 to 8 relevant hashtags according to what your actual post or reel is about. Okay? Does that make sense? Now, you want to also make sure when you are now saying, well, I'm going to add some value, what you're teaching your network or the people, your followers, what you are the expert of, right? So what are you the expert on, or what has your side business or the MLM business, whatever you want to call it, what has that done for you? So when I showed you my post, what did my post say? I retired myself and I retired my husband, right? If you are a person like Karen, from my little scam, from my little pyramid scheme, I was able to build my own pool in my backyard. From my little pyramid scheme, I was able to, like Marguerite, pay off my mortgage 6 years early, and I am now totally renovating my home. You understand what I'm saying? Robin McKeon, from my little pyramid scheme, and she was only doing this part-time, I was able to pay off my car note. from my little pyramid scheme, Tedra Gordon. See, you guys think because you tell the story one time that you don't tell it again. No, you tell it again and again and again and again and again, which is why every single one of us knows the song, 2 all beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun. And y'all know we know it because we listen to it over and over and over and over and over again. So Tedra Gordon, we were able to use the income from our pyramid, our little side business. Because, you know, people love to say things like, how's your little business doing? So because that's what they say, Lady Darlene, you say it back to them. Also, you know, from my little side business, I was able to put my kids in camp, and it didn't affect the income that I normally bring in, because normally I can't afford to do anything extra for them. But my little side business gave us the ability to not only totally help finance our daughter in college, but also purchase her a car while she was in college. Like, what did your side business do for you that might attract someone else to want to, did she just say that she was able to, while she was working because Tedra's working a full-time job. Sean Tyrone Bell, who works a full-time job and makes good income with good benefits. What is this business doing for him? You have to sell the freedom of what the extra. See, not everybody's looking for $10,000 a month, but most people are looking for an extra. If I could show you how to earn an extra $100 a day to be able to do blank. Why aren't you stay-at-home moms with young children talking about the pain that other parents have having to take their kids to daycare? Keep it relative and relevant as we're creating content to recruit. Who should you be recruiting? Other moms that have small kids at home. Think about it. If you are a mom with small kids, they can't go out and drive for Uber. Like one of my former business partners who was driving 12 to 14 hours a day just to make $4,000 to $5,000 a month in Uber, in a car all day from 4 a.m. in the morning. And she had a Tesla, so she had to stop to charge the car during the day. That's not freedom. That's not freedom. Where you can go and work anywhere in the world from your cell phone. Do the comparisons. Y'all need to start looking up at some other comp plans and what their products cost. Okay? I'm gonna leave that one right there because I'm gonna stay professional on that. Okay? I'm gonna stay professional on that. So so now let me give you all, so that's content to recruit. And now I want to give you all the top 10 algorithm hacks. Okay? Top 10 algorithm hacks. Write these down. Number 1, to understand your audience. Once you understand your audience, do you even know who your audience is? Because when you understand your audience, you'll know what they want to see from you. What is it? So I'll use this as an example. Margarita and I had a conversation the other day, and she was like, I get no engagement on my lives. And I said, yeah, because you're doing them in the daytime. So sometimes it's a little tweak. It's not that there's anything wrong with what you're saying or what you're doing. Later on that night, she followed the coaching. She did the live at night. And guess what happened? She said, I had a whole lot of engagement and a whole lot of people that was on there, because it's obvious that her market of people are not interested in watching her during the day. So it may not be that you're not getting traction. It may be that time of the day that you're trying to do the live. And a little tweak could be the thing that will explode your content in your social media. Okay, a little tweak. Everybody write in the chat, a little tweak. Just a little tweak. And you might be thinking like, oh, my stuff sucks. And oh, it's just, it's terrible. It's terrible. And no, it really, really could just be a little tweak. That there are some people that they're your market of people, they're not, and so you got to know and understand your audience. Now that she knows and she understands her audience, she can start doing her wind down routine. Does this make sense? If she knows that her market is not really watching her in the morning, so they're not watching her for her elevate in the morning, they're not watching her for her collagen in the morning. That's not what her market is looking at her for. And she got a sale from that live. Dun-da-da-da! A little tweak. But the thing is, you won't know unless you try. So the thing is, you got to start testing the market. What time does if I did a live in the morning, that didn't work. That wasn't good. That didn't work. So let me try in the middle of the day when I get a few minutes at work, even if you work. Okay, even if you work, let me just try a little tweak. Let me try it in the middle of the day. I didn't really get much traction there. Well, let me try at it right before I go to bed. And remember, they don't have to be long videos. So you don't have to think, listen, it took me a long time to be able to get the kind of engagement that I get. You don't have to do that. I don't want you to think that you have to do that. Okay. So understand your audience. And do you even know your audience? What do they want to hear? What do they like to hear from you? What do they expect to hear from you? Right. But you won't ever know if you don't add value. Add value. All right. 2, ask people to engage with your content. Hey, listen, before I get, and listen, do not wait for people to get on. That is the most annoying thing ever, that people are sitting there like, but who do you think you are? Just talk. Because the reality of it is you can always say, hey, listen, if you joined late, you definitely want to go back and hear what I said in the beginning. What's that going to do? Get your plays views back up. Get your plays views up. Now, listen, if you're talking about something, now let's just say that I'm talking about the pain of having to leave your children. If I was a young mom and I'm talking about the pain of having to leave my children and put them in the care of someone else, I don't really want to, but I'm doing what I've got to do, right? Do you know any moms with small children who are leaving their kids in daycare? Tag them to this. They might not see it right now, but tag a mom who has a kid in daycare. Tag a dad who has a kid. Do you know anyone with high blood pressure? Tag someone that might have high blood. Do you know anybody that's struggling or suffering with sweet blood? Tag somebody. Do you know anybody that could stand to earn an extra $100 a day? You know who they are because they always asking to borrow money from you. Do you know, right? Someone else is influencing your children's beliefs. Do you know anyone who might want to be home with their children? Do you know anyone who's recently laid off? Do you know anybody that drives for Uber or Lyft? But these are the questions that you should ask while you're on your live so that you can get people to engage with you. Hey, listen, drop a 1 or drop a heart if you're watching this live. And drop a star if you're coming back to watch this replay. See what I'm saying? That's getting people to engage with you. Hey, listen, if you're picking up what I'm putting down, or if this is resonating with you, let me know by dropping a whatever, right? Drop a hey now, or even if you come up with a word that people are going to know you by, that when you are on your lives, they know that you can already say, hey now. Now, if this is resonating with you, just let me hear you say, hey now, because that's the way that you get people to engage with you. And then what Facebook is saying or what Instagram is saying is, wait a minute. Oh, they got a lot of people that are engaging with them while they're on it. We'll keep their stuff at the top of the list, at the top of the feed. You will not be at the top of the feed if you don't have anyone that's engaging with your lives. All right. Okay. So, number 3. So that was number 2, get people to engage with. Number 3, do you know why people even follow you? I know why people follow. They tell me all the time, girl, you are so inspirational. I watch you because your energy is just off the chain. You are always so positive. And then sometimes you sing, so I might be able to catch me a little worship too. But do you know why people follow you? Right? Do you know? Need to know that. Number 3. Number 4, I told you about the hashtags, but you need to just, that's part of this algorithm hack. Only using 3 to 8 hashtags, okay? And then only use tags that connect you with your audience. Only use hashtags that will connect you with your audience, and make sure that one of the 8 hashtags, only up to 8, no more than 8 now moving forward, make sure that at least one of those hashtags represents your brand. So what is your brand? If it's your name, if it's your business name, like I know Marguerite has a massage business name, right? Or if it's her page, if it's your painfully pain the purpose or something like that, right? Whatever your page name is, and because you're trying to drive traffic to that page, that needs to be one of your pain into power. I'm sorry, Marguerite. I was almost there, right? That needs to be one of your hashtags, so that becomes relevant to people as they're starting to follow you and your following is growing. Because right now, what I'm trying to teach you to do is build your brand. Okay. All of this is very important as you're learning to build your brand. So whatever you've named your page, then that is what one of those hashtags needs to be, the name of your page all the time. Okay. Number 5, only ask people to comment or DM a word, one word, to gain more access to you. The days of telling people the link is in my bio are over. It's over. But you can't tell them, type amen, praise the Lord, hallelujah, thank you, Jesus, to get more to get more information. Or if you want God to bless you, type amen, thank you, Jesus, hallelujah, praise the Lord. That's too much. That's just not going to work, because people's brains shut off, and you want to say it's one word. Type amen, type done, type power, type big. You see what I'm saying? Type win. It's got to be like one word. If you're telling them to type something as a CTA, which is a call to action, you want to make sure it's one word as your call to action. Don't tell people, go get my link in the bio, go get my No, if you drop the word bam, or if you drop the word money, if you drop the word, you see what I'm saying? I'll give you more information. I'm telling you what number 5 is right now. Use a one word call to action. This is number 5. All right. You convert better when they only have to comment one word. Okay. So they DM you or they drop a comment with the one word, and you will convert more people that will reach back out to you. All right. Number 6. So that was number 5. Number 6. This is so important, y'all. Put a star by the number 6. You must spend 10 to 15 minutes with similar pages and engage with them. So let me help you understand some of what I've been doing on like Instagram outside of Power Hour, right? Because you can do this when you stop at a light, you can do it. So let's just say you follow somebody like Sarah Jakes. You go to a Sarah Jakes post. Why would you go to a post like that? Because the people that are following Sarah Jakes are probably like you, people who like to hear personal development and inspiring words. So what you want to do is you can go to her comments, because it's probably going to be about 5,000 comments on a post, right? And you go and you like those comments, and the people that actually responded, like with a word, or with like a sentence or a couple of lines, what you do is you go and respond to those people's comments. Like, girl, wasn't this a word? this word blessed me so. This is the word I needed for today. So if somebody's commenting on Sarah Jakes' comments, you want to go and comment on those comments. And you have to spend 10 to 15 minutes a day commenting. Got it, Deb? All right. 10 to 50 with similar pages. So what you don't do, Flamonica, is you don't go to a mechanics page. Because that's not a person that has similar interest. You got it? Y'all got what I'm saying, right? You don't go to an engineer's page. That person does not have similar interests with you. But you have to go start studying other people's profiles. We talked about that the other day. And go to their profiles and start engaging with their followers. And then the people that actually take time to put comments on those in their comment feed, go to their page and start liking and commenting on their stuff on their pages. All right, that's how you get new eyes on you. Okay. Number 7, post your content on all platforms: YouTube Shorts, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. And the secret weapon, I'm about to give y'all one, where nobody's using, is Pinterest. Post it on Threads. Post it. Post words in your Facebook Messenger. You are able to write something in the caption, like something like lose 5 pounds in 5 days, or make $100 a day. Ask me how. You can do that on WhatsApp, and you can do that in Facebook Messenger. All right, where you're actually able to put a like almost like you're putting almost like your mood or your word for the day, and it will stay there for a full day, just like your story is there for a full day. We gotta now be so loud, y'all, where everywhere people turn, we are like this. Okay? We are like this. But I'm telling y'all that my coaches just said, y'all do know that Pinterest is wide open. But if you're on Snapchat, TikTok, you have to post your content on all platforms. And I mean, this is really only for the people who want to win. This is only for the people who want to make money. The rest of the people, you don't have to do this. But if you really want to make some money, this is what you need to do, right? Because we should be seeing you all over the place. Wherever we turn, there should be Candy Cleanse. There should be Drink to Shrink, Candy Cleanse, Drink to Shrink, Candy Cleanse, Drink to Shrink, CBD, whatever, exit sprays. Like, it should be everywhere. If you really are, I mean, you know, that's another training. Let me keep going. All right, number 7, right? Number 8, you are able to repurpose content as long if you had something that did very, very, very well, you can repurpose the content, but you got to wait 3 to 4 weeks. You cannot have a video that did very, very well and try to repost it by the end of the week. You can, if you have a video that did really well, wait 3 to 4 weeks. And yes, you should repurpose the content. If it was viral, you may want to change the sound, or you want to edit a few words in the caption so that it's not exactly word for word what you put up before, because you do want Instagram and or social media to kind of read it as a different video. Now, here's the deal. If you are doing these steps to keep your algorithm fresh and you're posting regularly and things like that, by the time you post that video again, you should have another 300-400 followers. At least another 100 followers. So you got to remember, you've got different people now, newer people that are going to see content, because everybody doesn't scroll down to look at your other videos. And if you're putting up 2 to 3 reels a day, by the time 4 weeks gets here, that reel is pushed way down. Does that make sense? Okay, so you can repurpose that content. Number 9, study your content that's doing well and work on enhancing it. So when you have content that worked well for you, you got to now take notice to it. Why did it work well? What was my tone like? What was I wearing? How long was the video? Was I looking straight at the camera? What kind of music did I use? What time did I post it? All of those things matter. And when you see that you had a video that did well, now you want to kind of analyze, why did that video do well? And then do more of it. If it did well, you want to do more of what did well. Does that make sense? All right, y'all. So number 10, this is probably the creme de la creme of everything that I'm telling you about algorithm hacks right now. This one is like if there's not another thing that you listen to tonight, this one thing, this is the thing. I want you to write it big, number 10. Ready? Are you ready? Are you sure? Are you ready? Are y'all ready? Type sure in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Put a heart, put a something, right? Let me know in that chat that you're ready. Because this is the one right here. This one right here. And I'm going to tell you, the moment that I began to really, really do this, not caring about the outcome, not caring about who was watching, not caring about the numbers, this is the thing that I'm getting ready to tell you right now. The algorithm, number 10, loves people that are consistent. Now, I know I just cussed. I know I just did. But the algorithm loves people that are consistent. Now, if you are looking at your stories and you're like, oh, my engagement is really low in my stories, let me give you a hack to reboot your stories. This is for your stories, okay? Stories, write that down. Y'all know what the stories are, right? That's the little bubbles that's at the top of the page. Stories, not your profile, not your reels, your stories. If they're dead almost, and you see nothing happening in your stories, the most important thing for you to do is to let all your stories just disappear. Let them all clear out. Don't post anything until all of your stories clear out. And then what you do is the first thing that you post will be something that makes people answer a question. So maybe a poll or a question. If you're not getting any traction in your stories, let it all clear out. Don't delete them. They have to clear out, meaning let them run out to where, you know, the stories run in 24 hours, right? Let it all clear out. Believe it or not, the algorithm will know if you delete the pictures and not just let them run out. So what I'm telling you, there's no shortcut to success on this. If you don't do it exactly the way that I'm saying it, because I know that people are going to get clever and they're going to say, well, I'm going to just delete them. Good luck with that, because that's not going to work in your favor. You have to let them do what? Let them run out. And once you let them all flush out, which I have had to do before, then, because see, I tried to take the shortcut and it didn't work. That's why I'm telling y'all it don't work. I was like, well, let me get clever. I'm going to just delete them. The lazy way, right? Nope. You let them all run out. And then the first post that you post is a poll or a question, okay? Then you want to maybe put something up that's funny. Then you want to maybe put something inspirational. But here's what you don't do. When you are resetting your story algorithm, do not go and post like 20 things at a time. Nope. Maybe 2 or 3 little things, wait an hour or so, and then post something else. So if you notice, for me, I don't just post everything at one time. I'm posting things all during the day to make sure that I always have something in them stories. All right? Because you want to make sure that you don't just sit and put 25 things up at one time. You maybe 3 to 4, 2 to 3, 4 maybe, unless you're telling a story with a story. And then you wait a little bit, wait a couple of hours, see something inspirational, put it in your stories. Wait a bit, put the call in your stories, right? What are you doing? Are you cooking dinner? Put it in your stories. Does this make sense? All right. Now, write this down, and then I'm a transition over to helping you close more sales. I told y'all that I was going to give you a very private website. Okay. This website is going to help you identify, because it's only going to tell you all the content that is viral. Come on, y'all. I should get some flames in the chat for that, right? Because I'm getting ready to give you the good goods right now. Like, you won't have to figure out what's viral. I'm getting ready to tell you what's viral, right? You will be able to go to this website, literally type in the niche. If you're looking for health and wellness, if you're looking for weight loss, if you're looking for pain management, if you're looking for sleep, if you're looking for CBD, if you're whatever the case may be, this is where you're going to go look for it. And it's going to tell you all of the stats and all of the, right? And so, okay, y'all ready? Viralfinder.com. Take a note of it. Write it down, because this is what's going to happen. People are going to be like, can you give me that again? Viralfinder.com. I'm telling you right now, you'll be able to go and be on that website and find viral content. Viralfinder.com. Y'all don't know how much we have to pay to get this kind of information. I'm telling you, people don't give this information away for free. Viralfinder.com. All right. So pat yourself on the back. You made it through the first half of your content to recruiting and understanding the algorithm, so that you're going to be a bad, I can't say the other word, right? But y'all know what I mean. Bad and bougie, right? You're going to be bad and bougie, right? And the goal is that you all look good on social media so that we're representing well. Okay. Now, I asked the question earlier before we started, how many of you would love to see your closing rate go up at least 10%, 10 to 60%? And I'm telling you right now, if you follow these steps, where am I at? Okay, if you follow these steps, you will literally be able to convert more sales. And I promise you, so everybody pay attention. I'm not going to be able to finish. We're going to stop at 9, and I will continue on Saturday with product training. So don't get nervous. Whatever we don't finish, we will. Okay? But it's closeout night. Viralfinder.com. No, viral. Hold on. Hold on. Viral Finder, FINDR, yes, .com. Sorry, y'all. I didn't even see how they were spelling it, but it's Viral Finder, FINDR.com. Thank you, Ahmad, because everybody would have been messaging later like, it ain't working. Okay, Viral Finder, FINDR.com. All right. So, all right. When it comes to sales, you guys, when it comes to anything, everything is a system. All right. And what we have to understand, everything is a system and everything has framework to it. Even in my speakers class, there's a framework that we have to use as we are generating our scripts to speak. All right. So even with the sales process, remember, number one, that sales is a transfer of energy. Okay. So what energy are we transferring? And I'm gonna tell y'all something. I have really been studying like Alex Hormozi. And when I heard Alex Hormozi say that this has very little to even do with the product, that you don't even need to know as much about the product as you need to know about your prospect. Look, the prospect only gonna know what you tell them. Alex Hormozi says we need to know more about the prospect than we do about the product. Does that mean that we should be ignorant and not know our products? That's not what I'm saying. But and trust me, at the end of this sales framework training, when we get to the end, you will 100% understand what I mean. Like, it's literally reshaping all of this training that I've been under is all reshaping the way, and I close at a high rate, but it is reshaping the way that I look at sales. All right. So we have to have three pieces of framework when it comes to our sales. One is the closer framework. All right. One, closer framework. Closer, CLOSER. Two, the conviction framework. Write these down first, and then I'm going to go back and explain a little bit more. Okay. So one is closure, two is conviction, and three is scaling framework, SCALING. All right. So one is closure, CLOSUER, how to ask the questions to get your prospects to say yes. How to ask the questions to get your prospects to say yes. Closure. All right. So I said closure, conviction, scaling. Now, you also want to remember when you're talking to your prospects, if you're hearing your voice more than theirs, you're talking too much. Because the goal is to ask the questions to get your prospects to say what? To say yes. And most of the studies show, Lady Darlene, that if we can get our prospects to say yes twice, your closure rate will be higher. That is why there, we actually, I did a leadership training. I was in a leadership training where they taught us if you change your questions, you change your life. Most of us are just not asking the right questions. And I'm about to blow your mind. Okay. Conviction framework is how anyone who believes can outperform a seasoned sales rep simply by learning to control their tonality. Anyone who believes, because I will tell you that the only thing that's stopping you from closing the sales is that you simply don't believe and you don't convey that belief to someone else. When y'all listen to me talk about this candy and how my candy jar be empty because Paul just eating this candy all the time, you 100% believe that I believe. And so I don't have to sell you on much of anything because you believe that I believe. I don't even have to be a good salesperson to help you understand that I believe. Because my belief is apparent. And anyone who believes can outperform somebody that's got skill if they can learn how to control their tone. I don't know if you guys saw the live when Paul said, I don't know how she does it. He said she's been on the phone with people who just lost their husbands and moms and wives. And he said by the end of the conversation, they are getting in the system. Lady Darlene, because I simply have learned how to ask the right questions and say the right things with the right tone. Y'all see how I just brought my tone all the way down, right? You're going to start to get this. I'm promising you, after a while, it's going to be like, why didn't I know this all my life? Okay. So the third one is the scaling framework, and we're about to break it all down. So that's why I said it will not be done tonight, but you're going to want me to keep on, but I'm not. We're going to break this up. All right. Because we need to really learn this. Okay. Because when we learn this, and believe it or not, y'all, we can learn this in 7 days and turn into the baddest salespeople out here on the market. 7 days. How many of y'all are excited about that? 7 days. 7. All right. So scaling framework is now how to easily duplicate this process across your teams in 7 days or less. 7 days or less. When we do this, This is going to duplicate in less than 7 days or less. So by the time we finish this on Saturday, then within 7 days of us implementing these systems, we closing everybody. I don't know about y'all, put it in the chat. We closing everybody. We are closing everybody. Okay? We closing everybody. I ain't been studying like this for crazy, for nothing. No, we are closing everybody. I don't care what, and I'm going to give you the language to use to close everybody. We're about to have all the objectives. What? Like what? Okay, so in our closure framework, closure, right? The first one. And you know that we've gone through hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of scripts, right? Here's what we have to realize, that we must hit certain milestones along the way with our scripts, right? And it's really actually simple. I want you to write that word down on your paper and in the chat. This is simple. This is simple. We're retraining our brains. This is not difficult. This is so simple. And when you see how simple it is, you're going to be like, what? Huh? Like this really is simple. That we're closing everybody. Okay? So our closer, I'm sorry, I said C-L, it's C-L-O-S-E-R, not closure, right? Closer, C-L-O-S-E-R. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to write that acronym, write the word across your page, C-L-O-S-E-R, right? Because we're going to give you a word for every letter, and then we're going to break it down. All right? Closer, C-L-O-S-E-R. If somebody missed tonight, shame on them, because they would get off of here and be bad to the bone, okay? Now, C is to clarify. Write the word down, clarify. C is clarify. This is so simple, all right? C is clarify. L, the L in the word closer is for labeling them with a problem. Label. You're going to now label the prospect with a problem. All right? Stanisha's got my back. The O stands for the overview of the past pain. Overview. C-L-O, overview. Then the S is selling them the vacation. Sell them. All right? So we got the C is clarify. L is labeling them. O is overview. The S is sell. Sell them. Okay? Then we got the E is to explain. Explain away their concerns. And I'm going to break all of that down. Just write these words down. And then the R is to reinforce their decision. The decision that you plant the seed for. Come on now, okay? R is reinforce. So we got C is clarify. L is to label with their problems. Understand what that is. O is overview. S is sell. E is to explain away their concerns. And then the R is to reinforce their decisions. Now, let me help you. We're going to break down clarify. We're going to clarify, why are you even here? Why are you in my inbox? Why did you text me? Why are you at this home party? Why are we on this phone? Why? What brought you here? You don't want to be so in a rush that you don't understand what is it that your client actually needs from you. Get clarity. This right now, this step is important because this is where you're going to find out what their pain is. Why are we even here? What made you send me this text message? You responded to my post. What brings you here? What's your ultimate? What's your ultimate? So if they say, well, I'm fat, I need to lose some weight. We're going to go deeper into that. Okay. So clarify. The first thing you need to know is why. Why is this person even here? Why did they reach out? What brought you here? Then once we label them with a problem, because we can't cure alcoholism until a person does what? Admits that they're an alcoholic, right? They must first admit that they're an alcoholic. So what we're trying to do now is we've got to ask the questions. So, weight loss, you want to lose some weight. Well, what is your ultimate weight loss goal? Or what is your ultimate health goal? Or if it's recruiting, well, what is your ultimate financial goal? Well, what is your goal centered around getting rid of this pain. What is your goal? Whatever the goal is, whether it's health, whether it's weight, because health, not always weight loss. Health could be they need energy. Health could mean they're not sleeping well. Health could mean I'm foggy all the time. Health could mean I got all this inflammation in my legs. You understand what I'm saying? It's not always weight loss. What is the ultimate goal? Because once you know the problem, then what we can do is design a plan to solve the problem. But you got to get them hearing what their problem is. They have to hear it, not just us. They have to hear their problem. Because when you go to reinforce their decision while you're explaining their concerns away, you're reminding them, okay? You're reminding them this is a whole framework. It's the process. So then once now we've labeled what the problem is, boom. Bobby Brown says he needs to lose 50 pounds and get control of his blood pressure. Bobby Brown don't just need 1 pack of tea and 1 pack of capsules. You understand what I'm saying? He said he want to lose 50 pounds. Bobby Brown needs more, and he really does need more than 1 pack of tea and 1 pack of capsules. But y'all know what I'm saying, right? If a person is telling you, I need to lose blankety blank, 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 then we already know, and they say high blood pressure, then in our minds, we want to kind of maybe steer them away from Elevate, maybe steer them towards B cardio. They're definitely going to need our Candy Cleanse system. They're definitely going to need detox, right? Or if they're saying I'm in pain all the time, I'm anxious all the time, we're definitely going to talk about getting them some CBD, right? We're definitely going to maybe even think about maybe, depending on what their budget might be, adding patches onto it too. You just got to know your market, okay? So now we want this overview of the past pain. Here's where it gets very, very important. You have to ask this question, Rosalind. Have you ever tried anything else in the past to lose weight before? Have you ever tried anything else in the past to deal with the issues that you have with pain? Have you ever tried anything in the past to help you with anxiety? Have you ever tried anything in the past? What things are you using in your home for odor elimination? Have you ever tried working any other network marketing businesses to earn extra income? Do you see what I'm saying? Because right now you got to figure out what could be the crutch for them. What is the thing that's going to be their thing that they're holding on to in the recesses of their mind that might be the thing that you've got to combat when you're having this conversation with these people, okay? So now, have you ever? Then you're going to answer, well, what is it that didn't work? Why didn't it work for you? Or what about that did not work for you? You hear what I'm saying? What part of it didn't work for you? Why didn't it work for you? Do you believe that it was the product? Do you believe that perhaps you were at a time of your life where maybe you weren't really in a position to be all that consistent? Ask the questions. How long ago was that? Because you want to see, was it very, very recent? Because see, now what you're doing is you're breaking down the wall of objections. Because once they start hearing themselves, you can have a real conversation with a person. When they say, yeah, you know, like about 5 years ago, when I tried a product, it was just so expensive. So 5 years ago is a long time, right? And now you already know, what do we have on our side? Well, our products are affordable, okay? And you know, I just ain't had time to make all them shakes and all that this and have all them pills and blah, 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 blah. And our system is what? Simple. So now they're going to start telling you, and you're literally trying to get all of it. Yeah, give it to me. Ask more questions so that you can just, you're making them pull all that pain, right? Because we want to pour alcohol up in that bad boy, right? In a loving way, okay? Now you want to say, okay, now we're going to sell them the vacation. Once we go through the pain, We can sell them the vacation. Now, here's what's really, really important when we're selling the vacation. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Let me go back. Let me go back to overview real quick, real quick. This is the overview, y'all. We call that the pain cycle. All right. We call that the pain cycle. And so how long did you do that system? That's another one. What were your results? Because remember, what else have you tried? Because they might only tell you about one system that they tried or one company that they tried. But if you know multiple different companies that they might have worked in, I tried that before. I was in Avon, I was in Mary Kay, I was in Herbalife, I was in, right? Then you all know that that's a long time ago. And that was a long time ago before we were able to do things digitally or online. All right. So life is different now. And maybe they may have more success us teaching them how to build a list, how to get binary qualified, how to right, how to post a post, how to work smarter, not harder, right? And all those things. Now, explain this. This is important. That's why I had to go back. In the overview, which is the pain cycle, this is what you got to say to them before you go to selling them a vacation. This is so good. This is so important, Roz. I understand how you feel, and it's not your fault. I understand how you feel, and it's not your fault. You had a missing piece or two. I understand how you feel, and it is not your fault. You just had like a missing piece or two. Come on, y'all, right? You just had a missing piece or two. Now, once we are like, they are boo now, because we done told them it ain't your fault that you didn't use them products, right? It ain't your fault that you didn't get on trainings and you really, it ain't your fault. You just had you did have the missing piece or two, right? Might be you didn't have our CBD. You didn't have our trainings. You didn't have our Elevate that's going to keep you on track. Right? You just had they don't know what the missing piece or two is, but you just had a missing piece or two. That's all. It's not your fault, right? And then we're going to sell them the vacation. All right. Now, what does that mean? You just need something that's going to give you more immediate gratification. You just need something that probably is a lot simpler for you to utilize. It's not your fault. You just need something that is going to provide you with that's going to taste great. That's just more affordable. You just need something. You need something that now, literally with our team, we literally get like the secret cheat codes. We get how to put the post up, how to make the post, like how to do this, and how we got power hours running in the mornings for people. We got trainings in our 90-day running. I mean, you just need the missing, like, and I'm telling you right now, would you like to hear how my system works? See, I done sold them the vacation. Now, would you like to hear how my system works? Because remember, you done got them to forgive the fact that it ain't your fault. It ain't your fault. You just needed these missing pieces right that only I had. I've got the missing pieces. Okay. Would you like to hear more how my system works now? Right? Because in my experience, we've seen that these are the 3 things that make clients successful. In my experience, they're just 3 little things that are going to make you successful. You're going to have success this time with these 3 things. Because we're going to tell them what they're going to experience, not how they're going to experience it. We're telling them what they're going to do, what you're going to get, not the how. We let all that play out on its own. All right. But we so busy trying to, and then this, and you're going to lose this, and you're going to do, no. Because there is a little bit of accountability. And that's the problem, that we got to teach our prospects that there is some accountability on their behalf. All right. Give me like 5 minutes and I'm going to stop. Okay. So There's three things, and in my experience, we see that there's just three things. And those three things are fitness, nutrition, and accountability. Fitness, nutrition, and accountability. That's it. It's not, so you don't go into you need to do this every day. You need to lift this amount of time. Then you need to be in the gym. No. See, in our program, we're just encouraging you to take a couple of steps every single day in our program. In our program, we've got an accountability page where people just like you who have had failure over and over and over again, we put them in an accountability page. We give away cool prizes. We're even showing you what to eat. I mean, could you commit to that? Could you commit to that? See, because now listen, got to get this commitment from them. Right? So fair enough. If they're saying yes, they're ready. Just get them in. There's nothing else to talk about. But now I'm going to keep, 5902. Okay. Just a couple minutes. I know, because y'all like, no, give it to me. But no, we're gonna stop right after this thing right here. I'm not going to go to number 5. All right. I'm going to stop because I'm still like right here and selling okay. So anyway, if they're ready, they're ready. If they're not ready and there is some hesitation, tell a quick story. A quick story like this. Say something like, let me ask you a question. I sense a little hesitation and I understand, right? But what's your favorite TV show? Don't even start talking about let me give you, such and such had this result. You know why? They don't even believe that they can get a result. They've already had a bad experience. Get them to think about something else that gives them pleasure. What's your favorite TV show? Or what's your favorite podcast? If they say, well, I don't watch TV. Well, what's your favorite podcast? Well, who's your favorite person that for personal growth and development? If you know that they're on that way, who's your favorite sports team? Right? Find out what is it that's going to give you common ground. Who's your favorite chef? You like to watch cooking shows? Well, who's your favorite chef? Oh, do you have to get motivated to watch them? No, you don't? Great. Because this is exactly how we need you to view your fitness. Just a journey. We're going to look forward to this journey that you're going to look forward to, where you're not going to need any motivation, right? You're not going to need willpower, because that's why you failed in the past. But what do you enjoy? Let's look at it like that. And we got to get them to understand that this is going to be an enjoyable time, because they're making a decision based on the past. Remember, they didn't have a good result. All right. So what's your favorite show, or what's your favorite whatever, right? Great. That's exactly how we want you to view your fitness journey. That's exactly how we want you to you don't need motivation to watch Tabitha Brown. You don't need no motivation to watch Chef Garber. He's probably not, he has a restaurant here in Atlanta, but y'all know what I mean, right? You don't need motivation to watch such and such and such, right? You don't need any motivation to sit and watch Sarah Jakes all day long, right? You don't need motivation for that, right? That's the same way we want you to look at your fitness journey, where you don't need motivation. You don't need any willpower. You don't need any of that. We just gonna have some fun. You understand what I'm saying? You got to get them to view it differently. All right. And then we got to understand that external accountability turns into internal habits. And we're going to stop right there. I'm going to make a note, and I'm going to go back to help you sell that plane. And we're going to talk from there, and I'm going to give you the objections, and we're going to talk about the other 2 frameworks, which is the labeling and the overview on Saturday. All right. So external accountability turns into internal habits. External accountability. So once they are in an accountability page where they can see other people doing what they do, right? And it's a fun-filled atmosphere. External accountability will turn into internal habits. All right, you guys, thank you so much for allowing me to train for you guys this evening. right? And we're going to go ahead and finish this framework on Saturday. We do have some presentations that are coming up during the day. I believe they start on the 11th. Maybe I'm wrong. On the 11th, right? On the 11th at 12 noon, 11 Central, you'll begin to see some presentations during the day. Okay, you guys? She said it felt like it was only 10 minutes. Good stuff. Good stuff. So just know that we will pick up. I made a note where we need to go back to, so I won't lose it. And we will pick up there. It's closeout night before we go. So we talked about conference when we opened up, right? Is there anybody that might have came on late that did purchase their ticket since the last time we were together yesterday, and they want to get a shout out, right? If you've purchased your ticket, let us give you a shout out. The hotel link. Come on, Ahmad, brand new to the team with Ali, has boom, Crystal Riggins. Come on, Vanetta. Come on. Tennille, Tracy, come on, Al, right? And so, come on, y'all. That's what I'm talking about. We're going to have so much fun, all right? Still waiting to be available for the UK, okay? Oh, it's not, the ticket is not available on the UK side. You can actually have someone else purchase the ticket for you. Somebody else can purchase the ticket for you if you just work out a way, maybe PayPal them your money or something like that. But talk with your sponsor. They can actually purchase the ticket. Dan is adding it. Well, there we go. Boom. Al. All right. Come on, give it up for Dan, right? So remember, the hotel link is available. Please make sure your teams are getting that hotel link. There are only 40 rooms right now that are on the block. Hurry and get your room. All right. I know I booked ours immediately and several other people. I need to know what came after. What would you like to hear? Deb, we about to be on training again with our team to close out. I'll go ahead. I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you there. Right. I love how I just immediately thought of a solution. Yep. And that's where my brain goes. Let's just let somebody else buy the ticket. We're not waiting. If she wants that ticket, get somebody else to buy that ticket for you. Okay. But get your tickets, you guys. All right. And then remember, tonight is closeout and you have to go silver tonight. No, they're not all booked. What's happening is that you're probably trying to add days. You can only book the 15th, 16th, 17th, checking out on the 18th. If you tried to add any other days, it will not let you book the room. The extra days, beginning and the end, if you want to stay longer, you have to actually call the hotel, ask to speak to a manager, and ask if they will extend the conference rate to you. Sometimes they will, sometimes they won't. Okay, but because that's not something that they have to do, but it's something that they can do for you. All right. So it is not all you did only those. Yeah, they shouldn't be all snatched just yet. There's still 40. Try it again when we get off. And if not, make sure you let your sponsor know so that they can let Stanisha know. All right. It's closeout. We got to go silver. All right. So make sure you I know I'm getting ready to do a Zoom with my team to make sure that everybody knows where they're placing their orders and things like that. The silver luncheon is on that Friday and the attire is silver. If you bought a VIP ticket, the dinner Saturday evening is black and gold attire. Dress up like we're dressing up. Okay. All right. And I'm not sure. You got to ask Tanisha that one. All right, you guys, we love you all. Good night and God bless. Let's close out strong.